Welcome to Bountiful Blessings. Today I'm going to make my favorite type of bread. It is an olive cheese herb loaf, and we're going to make 2 loaves of bread. So the ingredients that I give are for the making of 2 loaves. If you just want 1 loaf, you can cut it in half. But when you're making a bread this good, you're going to want 2. Trust me. Let's get started. To start with, we're going to measure 3 teaspoons of yeast. I use the quick rise yeast. And to that, we're going to add 2 cups of lukewarm water. We're going to add 4 cups of white flour, all-purpose flour, and 1.5 cups of whole wheat flour. Now I've already got them combined here. I just leave that there. I'll probably need it again. Okay, to that we're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of basil, and we're going to add half of a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Now, you don't need to use fresh Parmesan, you can just use the powdered, but you could use fresh if you chose to. All right, we're going to give this a good stir. Now we're going to add 4 teaspoons of olive oil. We're just going to give it a good stir, just to blend all the ingredients together. Okay, that's enough. Now we're going to let this mixture sit for 15 minutes just to let the yeast activate. So we'll leave this here and we'll come back when it's time. After letting this sit for 15 minutes, we're now going to add the olives. We've got 1 cup of chopped black olives. We're going to add that to the mix, and then we're going to let the dough hook do its magic, and we're going to mix that for 5 minutes on medium. looks good. Very little even stuck to the sides, which is great. Now we're going to take our dough and we're going to put it in a well-oiled bowl, which I have already oiled this bowl here. We're going to put it in here and we're going to cover it over and we're going to set it in a warm spot for 1 hour. And we'll come back when that's done. Okay. Our dough is risen for an hour. We're going to take off our towel here and we are going to punch it down and then we're going to divide it into two and we're going to put it into our oil baking pans and we're going to let it rise again for another hour. So we'll punch it down first. Smells wonderful. Okay, we're going to cover these up and we're going to put them in a nice warm spot for another hour and we'll come back and see how it looks. Our loaves have risen for another hour and they're looking fantastic. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put some cheese on the top and then we are going to bake them in the oven for 30 minutes at 400 degrees. And I like to bake them in the middle of the oven so neither the top nor the bottom gets burnt. And you can use whatever kind of cheese you'd like. I happen to be using cheddar today. Okay, we're going to throw these in the oven and bake them, and when they're done, we'll come back and let you see how they look. Our loaves are now done, and we're just going to give them a little bit of time to cool down, and then we will give them the taste. They look scrumptious. Now it's time for the taste test. It's just loaded with butter there. So good. It's delicious. If you love olives and you love cheese and you love bread, it's well worth it. Why don't you give it a try and let me know what you think? Put your comments down below if you give it a try. Blessings.